Have you ever found the visa process to be tedious as a business with a lot of back and forth between customers? A lot of times you might think it would be so much easier if things were automated. In this video, I'll walk through manual visa processing step by step and what this could look like if your workflow was automated. The goal isn't to replace consultants, it's to remove repetitive work so that the whole process, which usually takes around 4 hours, into 20 minutes. So before anything, let's have an overall look at the differences between manual and automatic in 2025. And here we're tracking 10 business companies based on user processing. And here are the key metrics and the differences. So the first thing is the time per application, which has clearly decreased from 4 hours to 20 minutes. And this is because employees have to take less time per application. And this clearly has a direct impact on the costs because it has decreased from $25 per application to $4 per application when there's no human involvement. And when there is human involvement, it's roughly $6 to $7. And additionally, because of that, the margin has increased from 65 to 85%, so the company is much more profitable. And lastly, the customers are much more satisfied for two reasons. The first reason is that the employee error rate has decreased from 5 to 1% internally. This is because the checks are run by AI, which tend to be more accurate and reliable. And the second reason is because AI automates a lot of the process, the employees can take more time talking to the client, so they are more comfortable with the process, so customers are more likely to be satisfied. So let's go through the current manual process. So the first thing is finding out whether they need a visa or not in the first place. Then, if they do, there's a checklist of documents and web forms are also provided. Then once these are filled in, the documents are received and reviewed by the staff. And then letters are generated in the form of cover letters or business letters. Then once that's completed, the appointment is booked, and then the business sends the documents to the embassies themselves. However, as I mentioned, if you use an automated process, this skips a lot of the steps and makes things much easier. For my example, because my business uses VisaWire, this is the process of VisaWire that I'll be explaining, but there are other softwares out there. So with VisaWire, the client firstly fills out some basic details and they already find out whether they need a visa and creates an instant checklist. So the first two steps are instantly skipped. Then the client will have to upload some documents, for example your passport, and the AI will basically check these documents to see if there are any missing details. Any details that are missing are instantly flagged, and for example, the US visa currently requires passports to be within 6 months of expiry date. So then if the client fills in a passport which is 2 months within the expiry date, the system will flag it and they will have to re-upload a different document. Then the letters are generated automatically with a software like VisaWire, which can do it for you. And then the embassy form can also be auto-filled. So then a lot of the basic details you've already filled out don't need to be repeated again. Then these documents are sent to the embassy. So in conclusion, I think automated process is much more reliable and consistent, and it reduces the error rate as well as skipping the boring tasks for the consultancies. And if you're not using an automated process in 2026 like us, I would highly recommend it. I would personally recommend VisaWire, which will be in the description, but again, you can use any other automated process. And I hope you enjoyed the video.